guys, my name is Megan and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so happy to have you here. Welcome back if you are returning. If you're new, welcome. Nice to see you. This is my knitting podcast where I like to talk about all things slow fashion, knitting, sewing, creativity, all of that type of stuff. So if that's your jam, don't forget to like and subscribe. Much appreciated. So today, as usual, we're going to go through finished objects, WIPs, and then I think I'm going to just chat a little bit about my no-buy year and what that has looked like and how I'm feeling so far, because we're about a month and a half into it and I have some thoughts, good and not negative, but some things that have been a little bit harder than others, I guess. So yeah, let's get right into it. We only have one finished object this week because I don't know, I hyper fixated on this and then I've just been focusing on like a lot of projects and haven't had time to work on like one single thing and just get it done. But yeah, we have one finished object. I actually finished this at the end of last week, but yeah, I'm obsessed. This is my Frankie Tee. It is not a pattern. I invented it from the Frankie blouse. I just honestly, all I did differently was I made it short sleeved, but I'm obsessed. I love it so much. It's actually not itchy at all, which is fab because it is silk mohair blend. Sorry, I'm also sick, so if I sound a little bit funny, I'm just getting over an illness. Yeah, I held it single. Kind of wish I'd held it double. Probably will do that on my next one if I do make another one. But I'm obsessed. I love the colors. I think it is so pretty. I've worn it a couple times. I do wish I'd made it a tiny bit longer, and I also bound off like tightly. I did not mean to. I was really trying not to, but I did. So she's a bit tight. Also, some of the ends are not all woven in, but yeah, that's my only critique, is like it's bound off like a little bit tight even on the arms, but that's okay. I'm still gonna wear it lots, and if it really bothers me, we will take it apart and we will redo it. That's okay. So yeah, I love her. I think she's so fun and so cute and perfect to get into that transitional spring period, you know, because she's still warm, but she's a t-shirt and she's got like kind of spring colors. So that's my Frankie Tee and she is perfect. Let's start with my sewing WIP. So I thought I'd show some more sewing stuff on here. Let me know if you guys are cool with that or if you want to see more of that. But these are a pair of shorts I'm making. As you can see, they are not finished. I need to sew the bias tape and I need to fix the waistband. But they're so cute. Like, I think they're gonna be so fun for summer and spring. They are made out of a old pillowcase that I do not use. I use the quilt of this, but I don't use the pillowcases because of like how I make my bed. So I thought, what better way to put them to use than to make some shorts, because who doesn't want a pair of cute quilted shorts? I do. So yeah, and I clearly am in love with blue and green currently. I feel like ever since I had my son, I'm just obsessed with blue and green and like boy colors. Not too sure why, but that's just happened. When I got pregnant, I was like, everything needs to be blue. Super weird. Like yeah, anyway, strange. But yeah, these are just the that's the right way. These are the Sydney Graham lane pants, and then I just hacked them to be shorts. I originally hacked them to be shorts and they were like basketball shorts on me, and they were just not a vibe. Like on some girls, I think it would look so beautiful. I looked like I was being eaten alive by these quilted pants, or shorts, so they were not it. So we have shortened them quite a bit and they are much better length now. Again, I just need to finish them, but I'm so happy. And then I just used leftover linen from my lane pants to make the bias tape. And then the blue is just like a scrap fabric, and then I used it also as the lining in the pockets is that scrap fabric. So this is a fully recycled piece of clothing, which we love on this channel. But yeah, I'm excited to have these done and to wear these like in the summertime. I think it would be so cute with like a bikini top too. Like, yeah, I can picture it. So those are them. So the next WIP, I'm kind of over it, to be honest with you. That sounds really bad, but it's my Pip beanie, and I've learned something about myself in this process, is that I absolutely hate knitting hats. It's just not for me. It's not for me. And maybe that's a hot take in the knitting world, but it's not something I'm enjoying doing very much. She is currently, as you can see, on barber cord because my needles broke during making this, which pissed me also right off, to be perfectly honest with you. Because as I will explain in my next WIP I'm going to show you, my needles also broke during that. So yeah, anyway, she's on barber cord, and I also, I was knitting this while there was some stuff going on, and I just completely blanked, so I kind of lost where I was decreasing on the side. So yeah, anyway, I will get her done eventually, maybe. Honestly, it's okay to not finish some things. If you're not enjoying it, like, why continue? I don't know, my belief is like knitting, like the process of knitting is what brings me so much joy. So if I'm not getting joy from making this, I'm probably gonna set this aside and maybe come back to it, maybe not, and that's okay. So okay, we'll talk about my cloud sweater very quickly because, as you guys all know by now, I'm not a fan. I'm just trying to get through it very, very slowly, but I did add maybe an inch onto it. It's a very slow working project for me. I do really want to wear it. I just am like, yeah, not interested in knitting it. I don't know what's up, but that's her. She'll get done at some point. I should say this was knit up in pure Gynt, and yeah, it's fine. I am, like I said last time, enjoying the material more now, but yeah. And then also, just a quick note, my Frankie Tee that I made was knit up in Dererum, Natura, Berenice in the color Genet and Petit Matin, for anyone wondering. Okay, my next WIP is a new WIP, and it's a little tiny Holger sweater for my son. It is so cute. I've basically finished the body, but like I said with my hat, there was another project that my needles broke during, and it was this. All my 4mm needles are breaking on me, and I know that I use them a lot because 4mm is kind of like a pretty common needle size, but I was so annoyed. Same with this. I was just like, are you serious? Like, and it happened both within the same week. I was just like, seriously? So I guess that means it's time for new needles, but it is very frustrating, especially right now when I'm trying not to spend any money, and now I need to get new needles because this is a hobby that brings me joy, and I am willing to spend a little bit of cash on it. So she is also on barber cord, but I love her. She is knit up with this, the bright yellowy kind of green color is Golden Kiwi Cascade 220, and the blue is the Berocco Alpaca, something alpaca. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I'll put a photo of it here for you guys because I cannot remember the name of this. I was gonna use it for a hat, but then I thought, why not just use it for my son's sweater? But we've come to a little bit of an issue because I think I may have gone a little bit rogue with the color choices. What do I do for the sleeves, the collar, and the bottom? Because these are kind of wild colors to pair with literally any other color. I've tried many different options and I just don't know. I think maybe like a light blue would work with these colors, but that's kind of my only option, honestly. Like, yeah, I'm at a loss. I don't know what I have to go with it. I might just have to get another ball of the Berocco, like the light blue or the kind of dusty blue in this, and just do the sleeves, neck, and the bottom all in that blue. But I really wanted it to be like all these different colors. But I fear I've gone a bit rogue and a bit crazy, and I'm not sure what to do. So if you guys have any suggestions, these are the colors. Please let me know. My mom says it looks like a Swiss flag. It's giving Buzz Lightyear to me, but I mean, I don't know. I'm at a loss of what to do next with this. But once I get some new needles, I will carry on with this one. Okay, my Valentine's Day top slash my sparkly sabai top. I am working my way through this. Guys, I am trying so hard to get this done for Valentine's Day. It just feels like it's taking forever. This is her. We're getting there, you know. I would say I have about 3 inches left to go, maybe 3.5. The only issue is I don't have much of this left. Now, I thought I'm gonna have loads of this. I will not have a problem, blah, blah. Clearly, I play yarn chicken too often and lose, but this I'm gonna have tons of. So I'm like, what the heck? Anyway, like, I've already used more than 50 grams of this. Have only used 50 grams of this. So it's just a bit strange, but whatever. Yarn is so weird to me, like how some yarns go so far and some yarns don't. I know it's like probably the meterage and whatnot, but it's just wild to me, to be honest. Anyway, I'm very excited about her, to wear her when she's done. I've tried it on and I absolutely love the way the top of this sits, way more than the original sabai top. So I basically just did 3 raglan increases instead of 6, and then under the arms I added an extra 5 stitches because, or else I think it would have been just a bit tight, and I did want it to be a little bit more gapey here. I have tattoos across my chest and I wanted them to like peek out from the sides, and I find with the other sabai top it doesn't do that as much. Besides, this allows that. So those are the modifications I have made to this, and I love her. I really enjoy the material it's made. It's super stretchy for some reason. So I'm thinking when I block her, I can get quite a bit of length is what I'm hoping, because I'm just not sure I'm gonna have enough of this to get through that last 3 inches, but we'll see. But yeah, she's really cute and really fun, and I think she's like a perfect going out, just a little bit fancier top that is knitted. So okay, we are halfway through February, meaning we are a month and a half into my no buy year, and I have some thoughts. I feel really good about it. I have not purchased any items or any items of clothing, so nothing for my house, nothing that I don't necessarily like need. And I have not purchased any clothing. I have purchased a tiny bit of yarn because we're kind of in a stage of life, me and my husband and my child and everything going on. We're in a stage of life of like a lot of change, potentially, you know, moving away and all of this stuff. So if there's a lot of stress, hence why I think I got sick. Buying a little bit of yarn brings me a little bit of joy. So that is the only thing that I have purchased in this year so far. And yeah, like I said, I feel really good about it. I still don't feel necessarily like this like urge to purchase things. But I have been seeing recently like a little bit more hauls, a little bit more like advertisement towards me for some clothes, especially from the Gap. And the Gap gets me. Same with Aerie. I don't know what it is about their clothing, but I just love it. Their jeans, like Gap pants, are so good. So I am finding it a little bit hard when I'm seeing those advertised to me. I do try and swipe real quick fast because I know myself, and I'll be like, oh, it's so cute, and I'll like slowly talk myself into it. So that has been a little bit hard seeing other people, and especially because we're in the middle of like transitioning from fall or from winter to spring. You know, more people are purchasing clothes. More people are like, oh, you need a whole new wardrobe for spring, when you don't. You have lots of clothes in your closet, I'm sure of it, and trends are just trends. You know, I'm sure you have everything you need actually in your closet, but it is really hard when you see all these people posting, oh, I got all my like spring haul and like all these things. So that's where I think I'm struggling. And I am trying to build my wardrobe from scratch, from purely creating all my own clothes. So besides activewear, that is my one kind of, I guess, loophole within my no buy, is I do work out. I run and work out every single day, basically. I'm a very active person. I used to work at a gym. It's just kind of my passion outside of creating. So activewear I cannot make, or I'm not, I don't have the knowledge to do so. So that is the one thing I am allowed to purchase, but I have not, and I am trying my best not to. Yeah, I just don't need anything. So what is the point in just purchasing just because something is new and cool and beautiful? Like, there's going to be lots of that, and there's always going to be something else that you like. So as I said, I'm trying to make all my clothes from scratch, so I do find it a little bit hard when I see all these cute outfits and all these cute sets, like especially like lounge-ish wear, like stripy lounge wear and stuff. I'm like, oh, I really would love that, but I don't need it, and maybe I can create it, you know, when I can purchase some materials for that. It's just seeing some of those things where you could just get like instant gratification of purchasing. I do find that kind of hard, to be totally transparent with you guys. But yeah, I feel good about my decision to do a no buy still, and I am excited to see how much I can improve over this year in my sewing, my knitting, just creating altogether, and like making clothes and learning all the things about making my own wardrobe. So yeah, I am excited. It's just, there is some hard moments when it comes to it. You know, my friends are purchasing this and that, and I'm like, oh, that's great, like, so cool. But also like, oh my god, I wish. But I also don't wish. It's just, yeah, there's a push-pull, right? Anyway, that is me done yabbering for the day. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a little bit, again, of a shorter video. I am just still recovering and not feeling 100%. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and enjoy the weather, whatever it may be outside for you guys. Right now it is sunny but freezing, so that's great. I am so ready for summer. But yeah, stay safe and happy creating and knitting and sewing and whatever else brings you joy. Bye!